Such an honor to have you on the show. Welcome to The Daily Show.
I'm just delighted to be on The Daily Show.
And congratulations on what many people are just describing as a stellar performance in the new movie Bombshell. This is one of those films where I think a lot of people are going to be shaken up because most people know Fox News, even around the world. You know, a lot of people don't know the man behind Fox News, Roger Ailes. A lot of people have referred to him as a genius of television, but then over time, we learned that he was also a sexual predator in the workplace. You're playing this character who's charismatic by many accounts, but at the same time, extremely evil. Is that difficult to convey to people?
Well, it was wonderfully written. Charles Randolph created this amazing character. He didn't create it. Roger Ailes created the character.
Right.
But he presents it in an extraordinary way. The movie is a 16-day period in which karma just caught up with Roger Ailes and washed him away. So I had to sort of figure a way to present all these sides of this man. He had a volatile temper. Mm-hmm. He had a raucous sense of humor. He was deeply insecure, and yet he was very scary and tyrannized his people.
Right.
The movie does an amazing job of just showing how so many different women responded to him. Some of them were scared of him, some of them succumbed to him, some of them resisted him, but some of them were very devoted and loyal to him.
It really is interesting because you see how different people respond to the same, predatory force. Yeah. And I guess part of it was because of Roger's power. He could make or break somebody's career. He could define what you could or could not do in the world of news, Yeah. When you're reading up on Roger Ailes and when you're preparing to play this character, where did you even find information on him? Because he was notoriously secretive.
The most interesting thing I did, I tracked down an old friend of mine who had actually worked as his producing partner in the 1970s when Ailes was in his mid-30s. And at the beginning of his career as a media consultant. And this friend of mine, Stephen Rosenfield, he revealed a completely different Roger Ailes. He said, this is something that nobody sees now. The fact that this man was kind of a terrific company. He could make you laugh. He was even tough on his very conservative political consultancy clients because they were too conservative and didn't have enough empathy. I mean, wow. I was so astonished to hear this, I couldn't wait to get to the set and tell Jay Roach, our director, about it. Anytime you play, I sort of embraced the role of the villain of the piece. It's a movie very much about the women of Fox, particularly these three extraordinary actresses, Charlize, Nicole, and Margot, who it is their movie, and they play very much in reaction to Roger, and I sort of accepted the role of the sort of malevolent villain. But you can't approach a character like that. You have to approach a villain's character like any character with empathy, find out what is it that drives him.
It's interesting you say that because that sometimes is the reason that these men are able to do what they do in societies, because they know how to reveal their empathy to people in select moments in time, and I think without doing that, you don't tell the real story because it becomes a caricature.
Yeah, well, the movie puts an audience sort of on guard. It's, in a way, my own performance, I sort of tempt them to have sympathy with the devil, and it's a very disorienting feeling.
Right.
I mean, this is a man who is loathed by so many people. So I just simply tried to find the things that people loved about him. My great asset was Connie Britton, playing Beth Ailes, his wife, who was completely devoted to him, protected him completely. So in the story, her great crisis was discovering that all of this was true and being disabused and disillusioned by her own husband. I mean, these are big, high-stakes emotional stories of sort of Shakespearean scope. And because it's about a gigantic institution like Fox News, which has a lot to do with our entire culture.
Yes.
As I say, the stakes are monumentally high.
It's interesting that you say that, because you're somebody who people have known and loved for a very long time. And like many performers, you have kept your politics to yourself for the most part. You know, a lot of people have chosen to say, like, hey, the art will speak for itself, and then I will privately vote and I will cast my ballots. But in the age of Donald Trump, you have become outspoken about what you don't like about him and why you appreciate this administration. In fact, you even wrote a book. You know, you illustrated this book called Dumpty, right?
Yes.
And that over there. And it's really just a book, you know, of all the.
Well, you know,
it's interesting because it's verse as well. Why did you choose to write it in that way? Is it to mock? Is it to, like, what was it? How you process the world we're living in?
Well, it is true. The age of Trump has drawn me out politically, as it has done a lot of people. But I'm an entertainer. How do I respond to this? By just finding the funny. The way you do, the way Stephen and John Oliver do.
Right.
I mean, to me, you're my great heroes these days.
Oh, no, you're too kind.
Thank you. I mean, you have found a brilliant way of sort of taking your own reactions, your own political reaction to the reality, and making it into something that is both an entertainment and exposing the truth. This is my version of that. They're doggerel poems. They're as funny as I could possibly make them.
Right.
And yet there's an awful lot of anger in there. And there are 33 poems in it. Mm-hmm. Each one of the subject of each one is one of the amazing cast of characters from the Trump administration.
Right.
Most of whom are gone by now.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I was intrigued because, I mean, in the time it took me to read the Scaramucci poem, he was in and out of the White House.
Right. Exactly.
That is.
I mean, people are started like, oh my God, I completely forgot about Tom Price. And John Kelly. These people they just disappeared from view. And as a result, this has become a mini little history lesson on what we've lived through for the last 2 years.
You know what?
But I mean, I'm an actor, and I respond to amazing, larger-than-life characters. Look at them all. And I have my way of skewering every one of them.
You do a fantastic job, not just in the book, but in the movie as well. Thank you so much for being on the show.
Trevor.
Really wonderful having you. The book, Dumpty, is available now. Bombshell opens in New York and Los Angeles December 13th and will be in theaters nationwide December 20th. John Lithgow, everybody.